Hello everybody, welcome to the channel. Today I'm gonna be teaching you how to create high quality coloring books in just 4 steps without spending a dime. If you like this kind of content, please subscribe to the channel and let's get started. Alright, the first thing you are gonna have to do is to choose a theme for your book. You can choose this theme based on sales performance. For example, first of all, come on Google and then download this extension called Seller app. Once you install on your Google Chrome, you will have this additional information for each product on Amazon. You can make your decision based on the number of sales. In my case, for this video, I decided to create a book related to mythological cute creatures, vampires, werewolves. I think this book is interesting for little kids. Once we have our theme, we are gonna go to our second step, which is to create our images for the book. Our second step is to come up with the prompts to create the images for the book. To do so, I always recommend you to answer these 3 questions. First of all is what categories of images do you want? In my case is cute mythological creatures. Age group, I would say between 3 and 6 years old or even a little bit older, and the number of pages, 50 pages. Once you have these 3 answers here, this is your context. Now, this is the question. This is what you are asking ChatGPT based on the context that you gave. Once you have this here, all that you're gonna do is come here, you copy the question and you paste here in ChatGPT. As you can see, I asked it to create 50 prompts about mythological creatures, okay? And as you can see, it did it very well. Something that is very important in this case is to specify that the images must be black and white, simple outlines, no color, and no text, okay? Once you have the 50 prompts, the next step is to use the tools to create the images. As this video is a free video, I'm gonna be showing you 4 tools because if one or other becomes paid, you are gonna have more options, okay? So the first one is gonna be this tool called Shakker.ai. Not sure if my pronunciation is right here. To create any image here, all that you need to do is come here to AI generator, then you copy your prompt here. Now you specify the format of the image and you click here on generate. If you are using this software here, you're gonna receive every day 200 free credits. They will reset every day. So this is one of the tools. Another tool that you could use as well is playground.com. This interface is a bit messy, at least for me, but this is how it works. Once you create your account and you are here, you're gonna come here, for example, to coloring book pages, and then you're gonna copy and paste your prompt here. You're gonna choose here the dimensions of the images that you want. In my case, I want landscape images, and then you click here. Leonardo is the same exactly thing. You come here to images, then every day you're gonna be given 150 credits, as you can see here. I already used almost all of them. And to create images here is very simple as well. You just copy and paste your prompt here. You choose the quality. I'd recommend at least medium. If you are in a free plan, you choose the format of the image, the number of images, and then you press here in generate. Another tool is Kling AI, exactly the same thing. If you want to create anything, just come here to create, select image. And another tool that I really like as well is Microsoft Copilot. You can use it by going to Bing and then you just come here to Copilot. And again, all that you need to do is just to copy and paste your prompts here and images will be created. As you can see here, I already created all the 50 images. Now what you need to do is create a folder, download these images and make sure that you put them all in the same folder, because this will help a lot. Let's move to the third step, which is to create the cover.
Your attention, please.
Before we move on to the third step, it's worth noting if the tool that you are using to create your images allow you to have commercial rights to those images. There are some tools that if you use only the free plans, you don't have commercial rights. In this case here, I did a quick Google search and apparently if you use Microsoft Copilot, you do have commercial use. The same goes for playground.com. As you can see here, the free plan allows you to use the images commercially. So make sure that you do your own research to know if you can sell the images that you create or not. Now to create our book cover, something that I recommend is answer these 3 questions. This is what will give context to ChatGPT so that you can create a better image. First is, book title, then a brief summary of what the book is about, and the author name. So the book title that I chose was this one here, and the book is about teaching kids between 3 to 6 years old about creatures from the folklore and mythology. And the name of the author is this one. Once ChatGPT has the context, then you give it the command, which is, can you please give me some ideas? Create a text prompt no more than 1 paragraph so that I can create a stunning cover for this book. All that you need to do now is just copy and paste this in ChatGPT. Once you do this, you're gonna receive a couple of ideas. The one that I liked the most was this one here. So what I did was, once I got all of them, I asked ChatGPT to create a specific prompt just for the idea number 2. Now, all that I need to do is just copy and go back to my Word document, and then I like to paste here, because in here I can modify this prompt. Once you modify the prompt, now all that you need to do is, again, you're gonna copy the prompt and you're gonna use one of the tools that I showed you to create the cover. In my case, like you can see here, I used Shakker.ai to create those covers here, and I think they look really high quality. The same I did with Leonardo. This one is also a great cover, and with Microsoft Copilot. Once you have all these covers, you again download them, put in a separate folder, because we are going to be using them in the next step, which is to put the book together. Let's go. Now, to put our book together, we are going to be using Canva. Another tool that you could be using to do the same job is Photopea. Both of them are free. Canva has some paid plans, but everything that we are going to be doing now can be done for free. So the first thing we need to know is what size the books, the coloring books that we see on Amazon are. And after a quick Google search, you can see here that they are usually 8.5 by 11 inches. So what I'm going to be doing is I come here to Canva, and then I click on custom size. I select inches, and then I specify exactly the measurement that I want. And then you're going to create a new design. Once you did that, the next thing that you should be doing there is enabling these rules here. Okay. So if you can see this small rectangle here, I recommend you coming to File, and then Setting, and then Show Margins, and Show Rulers and Guides. Now you come here to Upload. Then you upload all the images that you created for your book. Let's suppose that the first image that I want is this vampire here. So this is what I do. I click on the vampire, then I will adjust it, and I make sure that the drawing is inside the margins here. And this is to prevent future problems when you are uploading the book to KDP. Once I did that, I also like to add some text to it. I will stretch this to the margins, and I will add some effect to the text as well. Nice. I will be doing this for every single image. Something that I would like as well to point out is I recommend you to leave at least one blank page between every drawing. So we have the vampire here, we have a blank page here, and then we are gonna have our next cartoon. You can copy the text from here and just paste in here, and then change the name. And this blank page here is just to ensure that when the kid or the person is coloring this drawing, if the ink goes through this page, it won't smudge on this drawing here. It will be on a blank page. Now you're going to be doing this for every single image on your book. And then once you have all the images here, you're going to come to Share, Download, and ensure that you download as a PDF standard. Now our next step is to create cover for the book. You will be doing exactly the same thing. Come to Canva, specify the dimensions of the book, which is 8.5 inches by 11. Click and create design. Now we are going to be selecting the cover of your book. In my case, this is one of them. I will click with the right button of the mouse, set image as background. And as you can see, I already have a beautiful cover for this book here. If you want more than one cover, you click on add page, select the following one, set image as background. And then as you can see, you already have two different covers to choose from. Once you did this, all that you need to do is come to Share, and then in this case, because it's the book cover, you leave as PNG and just click on download. Now that we have the book ready, the cover ready, I'm gonna be showing you how to upload it to KDP Amazon. All right, this is our final step. If you don't have an account with KDP Amazon, just click here in join KDP, otherwise just sign in. And this is the layout page here, okay, your bookshelf. To create a new book, all that you need to do is come here and click on create. In our case, now we are creating a paperback. The language is English. Now I'm gonna be filling up all the details here. So these are the details of the book, the title, the subtitle, name of the author, description, the publishing rights. I own the copyright and hold necessary publishing rights. This book is a book for children, so of course there is no listed images. This is the reading age that I chose. Primary marketplace. They are asking here if your book is low content or not. Last time that I did this, I marked that my book was low content, and I received an email from Amazon asking me to do it again because this kind of book is not low content. So this time I will leave it as it is. Now all that we need to do is just to choose the category. These are the categories that I chose for the book: children's book, activities, crafts, and games. Okay, and this is a fiction book because we are talking about vampires, werewolves. Once we do all of this, these are the keywords. Okay, I also got them from ChatGPT. They are just keywords to help your book to rank higher on Amazon. The publication date and the release date are the same, and I want my book to be released after it's approved by Amazon as opposed to schedule. Once you do all of this, click and save and continue. Now you need to assign a ISBN to your book. If you choose assign ISBN, you can only use this ISBN on Amazon. Otherwise, if you want to sell your book in another store, another platform, you need to buy an ISBN and add your own here. In my case, I will assign a free one. The print options, you have black and white, interior with cream paper, black and white with white paper. In our case, I think this is the best option. We need to change the size here. The one that we use was 8.5 by 11. On the bleed settings, you can choose no bleed. If you did exactly what I showed you, to keep the element inside this rectangle here, then you can choose no bleed. And the paperback cover, I will choose glossy because it's a children's book. Now all that you need to do is upload the manuscript. Once you upload your manuscript, you're gonna receive this message here. Now, because we only have the front cover image, we need to click here on Launch Cover Creator. Then you select your cover image. Once your cover image was uploaded, all that you need to do now is to choose a design. There will be many different designs here. In my case, I will choose this one because it's simple and effective. Now, all that you need to do is change these texts here. And if you want, you can also add an image of yourself. I'm gonna be doing this now. And this is our book cover. Once this is done, you click on preview. And if you are happy with the final result, just click in save and submit. Now you need to tell Amazon if you used AI or no to create your book. In our case, yes, we use it to create many AI generate images with minimal or no editing. We also use AI to create text. Okay, in our case, it was ChatGPT. And there was no AI used for translations. Once you have filled up all the details here, the most important step here is to click on Launch Previewer, because this tool will tell you if there is anything wrong with your book or not. As you can see here, the previewer didn't get any mistakes with the book. So this means that we can click here on approve, and then this book will be sent to a person on Amazon, and that person will review it, and then they will be the ones who approve it or not. Now just click on approve. Now we are gonna have a summary of the cost of your book in the American marketplace and other marketplaces here. Once you are happy, just click on save and continue. Now we will only specify the territories where you can sell your book. In my case here, all territories. And here you're gonna price your book in different marketplaces. Just keep in mind that after the 10th of October, you are gonna have to price your book at least, in this case here, for $9.99 to receive 60% of royalties. Otherwise, you're gonna receive only 50%. If you want to learn more about this, just check this page here. What I will be doing now is I'm gonna be pricing my book at these minimum values here to be able to receive 60% of royalties. I'll be doing this now. Now that I priced my book in all marketplaces, you can see here that my royalties will be 60% in every marketplace. Once you did this, if you want, you can request proof, and then Amazon will send you your book and you will be charged only the cost of the book. In this case, the printing cost. So if you are in America, you will pay $2.85 for your book. And then this is good because you can check the quality and everything else before you publish it. Otherwise, all that you need to do is come here and click on publish your paperback book. As you can see now, this is the message that you get. You will have to wait around 72 hours to receive an answer from Amazon. For this video, that's all. Let me know, did you learn something useful? If yes, please leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel. There will be a lot more of videos like this. Thank you so much for watching. See ya next time.